I know, I just need him to do it, and we'll figure it out together.
All right, RuFF, you got this. The man who didn't know this was going to be on the new patch, but is going to give it his all. In the bottom right-hand side, it's RuFF.
And in the top left, he's blue, he's Zerg, and he's ETpwnHome.
All right. Let's see how this is going to go. I'm not even going to try and make predictions because you can't predict anything with RuFF. And
So
then
all I know about RuFF is that, I want to say a few weeks ago, he tweeted out how sad he was about the state of mech. And how all he wants to do is mech in StarCraft, and how the balance designers ruined that.
he's been saying that for years.
But this one seemed really serious, laughing.
This
Because
guy,
right, he's always complained about the state of mech, but this time he was like, I don't think I could play it anymore.
this
I
guy
don't know, man.
has written on the BattleNet forums about mech, like essays.
True.
So he's given it his 2 cents.
He has a lot of thoughts.
Yeah, there is a lot of thoughts about mech and that whole can of worms, but I ain't gonna open that. ETpwnHome, pool first. Gonna try and catch RuFF out a little bit, but RuFF is rough. What? Okay, Falcon, explain this one. A secondary wall with a factory one basing versus Zerg.
It's a fake out. Right? He wants a Zerg player to think it's a 2-base, when really it's 1.
But he's gonna see the factory.
Well, eventually, yeah.
The Overlord's gonna see the factory. This is why you can't sneakily one bases Terran versus Zerg. And this is actually horrible for RuFF. He hasn't opened with a Reaper. He just moved out with a single Marine. We got a one base versus a cheesy Zerg who's going roaches. You can't explain that.
I'm trying.
RuFF is trying to work away on this Overlord. ET kind of didn't have it in a safe spot. So it could potentially go down, but the Lings are coming on in, and this is where it could get real bad for RuFF right now. One Marine is going to see those Lings, and he's going to say, uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. And RuFF is going to say, well, you probably want to get inside that wall as he fires up a Siege Tank. Now, the problem with Siege Tanks is they're very, very good, like, en masse, and when they have a buffer, but if it's just one tank going to be facing off versus the Ravagers that are coming,
It's really bad.
it is bad. The tanks just get crucified and they die. RuFF doesn't know that this attack is coming, by the way. He is in the dark. So does he make anything else after this? A bunker. Build a bunker, RuFF. Oh, that tank is so close to the wall. Oh, dear. Oh, no.
Why would you be so close? Ravagers exist. They've existed for a long time.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. Everything is a-coming. RuFF doesn't know about this. And we're about to get a lesson as to why you scout, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, SCV scouting is really important in this situation.
One Ravager just ate a tank shot, and there is going to be a second tank out. There is a secondary line in this wall, too. RuFF's got to pull SCVs to repair this like yesterday. He's building a Ghost Academy while this is going on. Oh no, RuFF. Didn't you realize? A little bit slow on the reaction. Oh, the supply depots, it's so close.
Alive.
Oh, I think one of them's got to die, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but joke's on ETpwnHome. There's a secondary layer to this wall, and RuFF is actually reaching up to 3 siege tanks. The first one, no, okay, one of them gets Crocibald down. A second one pops out, though. ETpwnHome is stepping forward with his Ravagers. Siege tank gonna pick off not one of them, and RuFF is keeping this wall open. He's making nothing, by the way. We need to see RuFF make something else. He's making a ghost. There we go. Alright. Alright. Welcome to North America, ladies and gentlemen.
This is your first time here.
You're in for a wild ride.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so there's going to be a ghost for RuFF.
Steady targeting on one of those Ravagers is pretty good.
RuFF actually scans. He was looking for that Ravager. There's lots of lings out there. Oh my gosh. The cojones on this guy.
And
boom.
Whack!
Dead.
Dead.
One shot, one kill.
And... yes. Appropriate.
RuFF is going for a third CC behind the casual 3-tank Ghost defense versus a 2-base Zerg attack. I don't even know. I'm not gonna pretend to know. Now, RuFF has been known to turtle up to Ghosts and just, like, sit there. So this could be his plan. Tanks and Ghosts.
He's making another Ghost, so I don't see why not.
I wonder... He hasn't built a starport yet? I'm wondering if he will and maybe go Ghost drops. But the economy is actually really in the favor of RuFF. ETpwnHome has gone into a lair, focusing really on 2 bases. He's got a third on the way, but he is essentially on a 2-base economy. What he's going to build, I don't know. Cloak on the way for the Ghosts. RuFF is going to move out and secure his third from the seam of things.
Yeah, I mean, for all the aggression that ETpwnHome was showing early, RuFF's fine.
Oh, 4th command center.
Yeah, there you go. Out expand the Zerg. Call it a day.
Yeah, this is the rough stuff right here. You go for a 3rd command center, that's a planetary, and then you're like, oh, I need my 3rd orbital, so he builds another command center. You can't make that stuff up. +1 attack on the way for the Ghosts. Not that it affects snipe, but it will make them kill lings quicker. Centrifugal hooks on the way, but siege tanks counter that. Double armory follow-up.
You gotta get your upgrades, man.
In case you were wondering whether RuFF was gonna go into like full bio or full mech, the answer appears to be more mechy. I don't know.
We're trying, okay?
Here at Afreeca TV, we're doing our darn best. We're trying to decipher the rough stuff.
But it's named that for a reason. Pathogen glands getting started from ETpwnHome. We're gonna see Infester. Here we go.
Already moving to secure his 4th base. That's crazy. The Zerg is just getting up his 4th too. RuFF is the Zerg.
This is how you beat Zerg. You must become the Zerg.
Oh man. Alright, that poor Zergling has himself
Didn't even see it coming.
a real bad time.
Microbial Shroud's gonna be useless if there aren't any Banshees.
Yeah, he's making infestors. ETpwnHome, this is on the new patch. What's he gonna do?
You get Neural for free though.
Do you?
Yeah, by default you have Neural, so that's pretty good.
That's kind of cool. But he's going up against Ghosts.
Yeah.
And he's making infestors.
It's not great.
I'm
not gonna lie.
That's a hard nope. Wait, apparently you don't get Neural for free.
Sure. Oh, what? No, I swear that was in the patch notes. I didn't just make that up.
They went back on it.
Oh, what? That's it. That's it.
Blizzard killing Zerg dreams. Holy cow, Microbial Shroud is 100 energy too. That's rough.
It's not that good, man.
That's hard. What's even the range on this thing? No range.
Neural was free, and you're right. They took it away. Jerks.
That's because people were worried about it just wrecking BC rushes.
Oh, heaven forbid BC rushes not being credible.
Yeah, heaven forbid.
Heaven forbid rushing to a tier 3 flying unit shouldn't be anything other than easy.
Yeah, that's what Zerg's always done, right?
Yeah, but if I make one Broodlord, it doesn't do near the damage a battle.
That is true. RuFF is going into Thor's. I think he's winning this, right? Like, his army is a lot better than the Zerg's. He's making roaches, but he's down on supply. I don't know.
Yeah, the creep spread's kind of incredible, actually.
It is.
RuFF just allowed the Zerg player to do whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally allowed him to do whatever he wants. I don't think he left his bases today.
No, he hasn't. He has no intent on it. He's hunkered down. He's in it for the long haul.
So, if you, I don't know, chain funnel the ghosts, maybe?
Maybe.
Neural one of these tanks and have them fire on the ghosts a lot?
I do like how the infestors are burrowed.
Yeah.
But, oh wow, okay, he's actually just going for it.
I don't recommend...
That is tanks and planetary fortresses. The snipes are blanketing everything. The banelings are gone, and now the ghosts can get off more and more snipes. There's neural parasites going down, but all of a sudden the Zerg army is just gone.
The ghost count is not super healthy. The Thors that have been neuraled are targeting those down.
That was atrocious for the Zerg player.
Attacking directly into an entrenched Terran meching player is like the worst thing you can do as a Zerg player.
Yeah, with roaches and banelings.
Especially with roaches and banelings, but with anything really.
Yeah, it's just a bad idea. You tech up, you get to something like Vipers or whatever, or Swarm Host, I don't know. Still up in the air what's the best to do against mech in the current patch. Now RuFF says, alright, I'm a counterattack. I think it would be cool if he pulled some SCVs with this to repair his Thors. And then he chooses, no, I'm not going to counterattack.
Then he's like, wait a second, the creep spread's way out here?
Hard nope. He's now sending... Okay, what's he doing? Is he waiting for more Thors or something? I mean, RuFF is heading into 2-2, so his units are going to be beefy. Oh my gosh, ET's doing it again. No, ET! Why?
What is this? What's he...
Why?
What? Why is he... What? Why fungals,
The most
though?
suicidal Zerg ever. He's now getting sniped and losing Ravagers.
But I mean, the good news is, he's got 1 million bases, and creep spread is everywhere.
This is true.
So he can remax here fairly easily. He needs more gas income is what he needs. Take that top right base, or the bottom left. Choose one, go. Against mech, you want to expand to opposite corners because they're slow.
You want to take all the bases.
All of them, but especially opposite ones first.
RuFF is building a nuke.
Okay, I'm down.
Okay, Thor's... I mean, it's Banelings versus Thor's, Ghosts, and Tanks. And Roaches. RuFF is pushing. I don't know what the Zerg's got.
Roaches, mostly.
In come the Ghosts.
Fungal catches one of them.
Yeah, the Zerg is going on in, but this is so much just like mech muscle. It is quarter past not happening for the Zerg.
It's really not.
Fungling Thors.
It's just not... You can't even slow them down with the fungal because it doesn't affect massive units.
It does not.
It barely tickles them. I mean, eventually, Mass Roach will take care of this. If you have enough.
No. Hard no.
Have enough.
GG. The game goes to RuFF.
I gotta wonder if this is like the first time ETpwnHome has ever played against RuFF, which doesn't seem possible.
No, because he said ghosts are still good, you're fine.
Yeah. So why? Why did he do most of what he did in that game?
Maybe nerves?
Maybe.
It's one of his, like, I guess maybe first broadcast tournaments?
Well, nerves are out of the way now. Let's go game 2.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, that is not how you handle mech. You max out, you take 1,000,000 bases, you get enough banked where you can remax after your first army fails to kill the mech army. And then you hit him again. That's how this works.
Yes. But that was just a bad place to attack.
It was a bad place to attack. You don't attack them. You do not attack them. You can try to deny bases, but you do not attack into the entrenched, walled off, effectively Terran player. It never makes any sense.
Wrong time, place.
Everything about it was bad.
Yes. Use that Matcherino code.
Please do. We got codes to use, people.
All right, both players are ready. Let's get on into it.
Let's get going.
Let's see, how many more coupons do we gotta use? We have 14 more coupons to use.
Okay, good number.
Judging by the fact that there's 47 of you watching, I think we can do it.
I think we can do it.
Wait, we have a lot more than 14 codes to use.
Wait, what?
Yeah. We got like 30, 20, 39 to use, because 11 have been used and we get 50.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, we got a lot of codes to use.
That math makes a little more sense.
Yes. I'm tired. Math is hard. It's rough. Rough. What a great guy to watch. Like, it's
He's
just
so
bananas the
unique.
things he does.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite things about StarCraft is you don't have to play it one way. In the bottom right, he's Blue, he's Zerk, he's ETpwnHome. Who, like, I'm not great against playing against mech, okay? But at least even I know the things to do. Not that I can do them necessarily, but...
Yeah, you don't do that. Maybe he just didn't scout it. He's like, ah-dee-da-dee-da, just going for a walk, and then, oh my god, siege tanks! RuFF is scouting.
How are there so many tanks?
Is he gonna build a barracks behind this base?
What the? Are you West RuFF?
Asking the server.
Ah.
Oh well.
I mean, it's not quite Jim Rising puck levels of conversation. It's conversation.
RuFF is building his barracks.
That is the
Yes.
most aggressive position for a barracks I've ever seen.
It is.
It's gonna get scouted.
Is it though?
Yeah, once the hatchery pops, it'll
Yeah,
be
but the
seen.
SCV can be already building a bunker by the time the hatch is done.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, there's a reason you don't see this, and it's because the barracks getting scouted is bad for the Terran.
And there's the bunker.
And there's the vision. And there's the bunker.
Yeah, and then the Zerg's like, huh? What? What in tarnation? A drone's going. The Marine's gonna pop out. Marines build pretty quick.
Marine's
A
gonna
lot
save
more
this
drones
city.
are coming.
Queen's on the way. That is such great positioning. Can that Marine not get hit?
It might not. No, it can't. Oh my gosh.
That is an insanely good position.
Oh,
that luck?
the
RuFF did
SCV.
that on purpose?
Oh, the bunker finishes.
Oh, that's huge. That's huge.
I mean, there's no SCV to repair it, but this still sucks as the Zerg.
And the Queen gets in there, gets damage done, does some tanking. The Lings get a surround. He'll be fine. Here we go.
Copenhagen says, what up? Just this
Copenhagen-Doss.
Zerg with a bunker in his natural.
Oh, more Marines showed up, though. That's bad.
There's Hellions moving across the map, FYI.
Yeah, but there's already Queens. Be alright.
I don't know. You can go the Hellions.
Ah, they're dodging!
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Drone's
line
gonna
them
have
up.
themselves a real bad time.
Don't line them up.
Ah! Drones are getting
Slow
cooked.
Lings are so
This is
sad.
actually just real bad. RuFF is just too smart. Okay, so that was 6 drones dead. RuFF is just building his extra base now, but then he's also making an armory. The barracks is still here.
RuFF has to make an armory. He's contractually obligated to.
I believe it. Oh, well, that's something. Is he gonna like run the Hellions in or something, and then use the tech lab to wall? No. Okay.
He was.
That's the only play you can make. Why you would queue up a tech lab there, right?
Yeah. That would have been amazing.
He might be thinking of it. He's gonna do it. This guy is mental.
And creep tuber.
Oh my gosh, he does it. The Hellions are gonna move on in. Oh, there is a lot of lings though, so these are not gonna get into place. And as a result, these lings are having a are actually doing a very good job. The Hellions are having a tough go at it. RuFF's follow-up shenanigans. The tech lab finishes, by the way. Make of that what you will.
It's just RuFF.
He's building the Marauder. Alright. Sure.
It's not going to finish, but sure.
The Zerg's making a Baneling Nest, getting up a third. RuFF is just so mental. The way he plays.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay,
here.
Ghost Academy, naturally.
Well, yeah, that's rough. That makes tons of sense.
I don't even know. I don't even know. Fires up +1 attack for his vehicles. So it's got to be like Hellbats into Ghost, into like a Hellbat Ghost push, right?
Ooh, Hellbat Ghost push is good.
It is.
You steady target down the queens, and then the Hellbats just wreck.
The Zerg already has a Baneling Nest, though.
That is a problem.
Ghost Academy not spotted, though. Overlord will die, and so... We'll see. In go the Hellions.
Right onto that creep. Handful of lings here. Got
Yeah, there's a spine, though.
here.
RuFF committing on in here is actually... Oh, there's Banelings up the ramp. Oh,
no! Okay.
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 Rest in peace, those Hellions.
Hey, remember when you tried to run those Hellions into my main that last time, and you're not doing that again? Yeah.
That's got to be
what
one
that
of the
was.
most satisfying things as a Zerg.
That was, yeah, because you don't have to chase those stupid Hellions around for the next 10 minutes. They're just gone. Now you can drone as much as you want. See, 7 drones on the way. You're at peace.
Now RuFF starts building tanks. I'm guessing a third is coming down the line at some point. I wish he would go for a medivac and start dropping the ghosts. RuFF does ghost drops, and it's something really fun to watch. Because then they just unload, they snipe the queens. Just good times all around. Except for the Zerg.
Well, yes, but that's just
PP.
That's just a given, honestly.
Game
except
paused.
for the Zerg.
Alright, we got a pause play.
Paused. Hey, Copenhagen, have you used your match?
Ah, RuFF's drivers crashed.
What does that mean?
It usually means that your monitor flickers and sometimes things don't work.
Oh. Just want to point out how cool these ghost skins are, by the way.
Yeah, they're really cool. It's kind of like they, like, broke open a glow stick.
Yeah.
And they got the stuff all over them.
It's very Tron, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Well, we can wait for RuFF to come back. And you know what you can do while we wait for RuFF to bring his PC back to life? You can go check out that Matcherino that I just linked in chat and use coupon code AW47. Go use that option. I just saw Gwyn G Alec. Miguel Hera. Great to see you guys helping use those coupons. It's literally $3 for the players.
It is the smallest amount of effort on your guys' part. RuFF, are you okay, my guy? Okay, good. He's alright.
He says, moment. Should be okay now, I think.
There we go.
Let me just swap the scene back.
Game resumed.
And we're back.
Woo!
So there is that third on the way. The blue flame. Swarm host.
Oh.
I dig it.
Pretty decent against mech, actually. Depends on how many Thors there are, really. And Hellbats.
This poor slow overseer. Just getting ganked by ghosts. 7 overlords once again on the way for ETpwnHome. That must be his number. Does he make a bunch of roaches or something behind it? Probably not, because he doesn't have a roach horn.
Hydras, sure, why not? I'm down.
I dig it. RuFF goes for a starport this game. We didn't see much of that in the last one.
We could see use for microbial shroud. Ooh, it would make Hydras better against battlecruisers too.
Yeah, but Hydras are garbage versus battlecruisers, right? Because the BCs just fly away.
Well, it would make them better.
Yeah.
Especially defensive, even in
That's
defensive
true.
positions, they suck against battlecruisers.
I could see, like, versus a Terran going into, like, Sky Terran or whatever, like, a Hydra microbial shroud push, maybe?
Yeah, something like that.
But I still think Corruptors are just the way to go against BCs.
Yeah.
Because they just wreck them, unless the BCs just Yamato and then teleport away.
That happens sometimes.
That it does.
Saw something about that once on Reddit, I think. Once. So yeah, these tumors, once they're laid, they cannot be canceled.
So you're right.
If they're under fire, they just die, which means you have to replant a whole new tumor from a queen.
Which is a bit of a pain, eh?
It is, but we haven't really seen it come into play at all here today.
ET's just doing his thing, but oh, the Hellions have actually found the Swarm Host. This is actually really good. He unloads one, but he's going to try and get more up there. These Hellions running away from the Lings. They're going to toast them up. Locusts are starting to land. The Ghosts deal pretty good damage to the Locusts, so only one tank dies. That's actually really good for RuFF. And if the snipes get off in the Swarm Host, that is real bad for the Zerg. One snipe. Hydras with the classic skin showing on up, though, to dissuade those Ghosts. Man, the classic Hydra skin.
Looking good.
It does look pretty good.
Looking hot. So ETpwnHome doing better this game, I gotta say.
Yeah, a lot better.
He's got 71 workers. He's doubling up the army supply of RuFF right now.
He's
Again,
pretty much doubling the supply of
a lot of that is Swarm Hosts, to be fair.
I mean, he's got a good number of Hydras, too. 21 Hydras. Banelings as well. This is looking pretty good. Another wave of Locusts going to come in. RuFF sees this, but he's not able to stop it in time. He can try and shoot those down. Wow, the Ghosts just make him disappear. That's actually so sick. But in comes the rest of the Zerg. Pushing through that slow zone is a little bit risky. There's not that many siege tanks, though. The Banelings are actually just going incredibly slowly through into this. Snipes going down on the Hydras, doing alright. The Planetary, though, I think, is going to... I have no idea. It lives!
What? That Planetary is alive.
That was ridiculous.
Are you kidding me?
Must have had like 1 HP there.
It was down there. Oh, that's so frustrating for ETpwnHome.
Yeah.
That would have been huge, taking that base down.
Oh, that would have been game, I think. Still pretty good situation for the Zerg, though.
Yeah, he's alright. He's not dead by any means, but it would have been nice.
Oh, The random ghost hit squad looking for the swarm host. Oh, RuFF's so smart, doesn't actually shoot the tumors, so he manages to get snipes off on a ton of the swarm host. Oh my gosh, it's a massacre. Oh god, snipes for days. RuFF doesn't want to overcommit into the Banes though, but he is going to clear the creep. He's going to get the ghosts away. Really sick move there. ET's still in like a really good spot though, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, losing those swarm hosts sucks, but economically he's still okay.
Swarm hosts are pretty cheap, right?
It's a good amount of gas is the thing.
How much gas are they?
Oh, hold up.
It's not a Afreeca world if we don't have Falcon Googling random tidbits.
75 per.
Okay. 75 minerals too?
100.
100. Yeah, that's pretty cheap.
And 3 supply each, which is a lot.
Those locusts try and do not succeed. The ghosts actually just slaughter the locust.
Yeah, ghost damage.
Oh, in comes the Zerg though once again, but he's pushing through the slow zone. This is what the map maker imagined when he designed this map. And it goes pretty darn good for RuFF as he holds on.
He does hold on, but Thor goes down, which sucks for RuFF. He needs those guys.
I mean, his supply is creeping up though. He broke the 100 mark. RuFF has got +3 attack, by the way, on his tanks.
I'm not surprised. He's a good man. Good people get upgrades.
Oh, Banelings running, ghosts engaging the Locust, but they actually killed them so quickly. They're just dying mainly before they land.
Killing them in the sky.
2 of the tanks do go down, though.
Friendly fire was mostly responsible
that was
for those
actually
going
really
down.
it. RuFF still creeping up in the supply, though. Breaching 130 now. The Ghost's got to be careful, though. Oh, boy. That was a lot of Zerg.
Yeah, ghost control is fantastic right here.
And he's making more, too. Like, Ghosts are a late-game unit for Terran. And RuFF just made them early on. Swarm host coming back. The Ghosts are probably hungry for them. They probably want to decloak, right? Start
Yeah.
building up that energy again. There we go.
Fungal would be really good here.
Yeah. In comes the wave of Locust. In comes the rest of the Zerg. There is a tank there to help out. The Ghosts are there, but the Locusts are just going to get picked off. There is Fungals going down. The Ghosts are retreating. In comes the Zerg army. This is a lot of Banes and Hydras. Can the Planetary and the Ghosts hold on? Most of the Banelings are just disappearing into the air. SCVs can probably repair this Planetary, and the Zerg player is getting sniped as he retreats. The Planetary holds, and RuFF stays alive still.
Man, RuFF is just standing in here strong. I like that ETpwnHome is taking the base in the bottom left. It's a great place to expand right now, far away from the action.
Yeah, I agree. Broodlord's on the way now. Or Greater Spire anyway for Broodlords. RuFF has so many tanks though, he's getting more upgrades. The Zerg player might try his luck again. Wave of Locust going down. The Ghosts are out of position this time. This could get some serious work done. These tanks are going to be the first target. The Thor is saying, uh-oh. And in comes the rest of the Zerg. Fungal catches all the Ghosts. The Banelings are not connecting, though. Oh, the Banes disappear. RuFF lifts up the Ghosts, and the Planetary holds. And so does he.
How is that Thor alive?
Oh my gosh. Oh, it does go down.
I couldn't even see any amount of anything on that health bar, and it was still standing.
RuFF still staying alive here somehow. As his supply, it's growing. All he needs to do is max out. To 140 now. Can he breach that fabled 150? Yes, he does. And the Zerg, who's tried to attack the Terran time and time again, has not been able to breach.
Anything. He hasn't killed
He's
a base
just bashing his head against that wall. In goes the Locust Wave, but RuFF knows about this. Cloaks the Ghost really smart. In comes the Hydras, but they're just disappearing. Like,
Yeah, there are too many tanks with +3 for the Hydras to do anything here. Spending resources on Hydras is pretty much a waste of time at this point. I do like Corruptors? Kind of. The problem is, if you go Broodlord here, the steady targeting is going to be really good. Is right. I do like that ETpwnHome is expanding again along the left side.
You gotta take all the bases.
You gotta take all of them.
But his bank is pretty much gone now. He's going into Broodlord and Fester. Seems to have backed off on the attack a little bit. Just gonna try and be proactive with his Swarm Host, which is good to see. In they go. What'll they get? RuFF is bringing in the Ghosts to help out.
And taking out a refinery for a minor victory, but not really getting much else done there. My gosh, Ghosts are so good against Locusts. It's insane.
Oh, Hellions get caught. They go down, but this is scary for ET. Like, RuFF is still alive. He's built up a strong army.
So 163 supply now, continuing to rise up in that count.
If RuFF would start his +2, that would be really nice for him. His armor. There we go. As I say that, you read my mind. Because the Zerg player doesn't really have much Carapace upgrades himself either, so. In goes another wave. RuFF brings the Ghost back. Looks like he's probably going to have to rebuild that refinery again.
Alright, factory down. And they just disappear. Incredible.
RuFF wants to try and take this base. Gonna have to clean up the creep before he does that, though. Looks like he will do that. Probably wants to scan and clean up that creep as well, but for now, his army is looking strong. He is currently up to 8 Thors. His army supply is past that of the Zerg as he's down on the worker count. Oh, nicely done by ET, though. Getting a Ling there.
Take that.
Biggest pain in the world. Nothing worse than when you go to expand. You're like, ah, the Zerg had an Overlord there creeping. So you kill the Overlord, and then you're like, oh, my PF still won't land, or my command center still won't land. And they put a Zergling under there, too.
Copenhagen DOS contributing to the prize pool. Thank you, good sir.
Locust, RuFF's just going to try and wait this one out.
RuFF gets supply blocked a little bit heavily.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got a lot of...
Oh,
those Ghosts! The Ghosts have themselves a real bad time. The Thors are looking to push it in, though. EMPs, but Neural Parasites hitting a lot of these units. RuFF's army is not his own, and it is getting massacred. He's got to focus down the Infestors, but... Oh, this is really, really good for the Zerg player. RuFF is trying to unload the Thors underneath the Broodlords. His army, so strong, is actually able to push through, it would seem. Thors are pretty good.
Thor damage, single target versus air, pretty fantastic. 2 Thors remaining here.
Yeah, that was actually incredible though for ETpwnHome. RuFF lost a lot.
Look at him still trying to make something happen with these Thors. Transfusing the Broodlord. The Broodling's just getting little chomps off, and RuFF needs to go home, and he is.
Yeah, RuFF, like, losing all those Ghosts and not having anything to cover the Thors, great engagement for ETpwnHome.
Yeah,
and RuFF,
losing those Ghosts was the key to that victory, for sure.
He spent the whole game building up his army, and now he is, yeah.
90 supply? Yeah.
he ain't got a lot. ET says, finally I can push in. I'm gonna hopefully break this planetary now, as the SCVs just hug it with their bountiful love. They try and keep the planetary alive, and they don't succeed, because a few of them slacked off. And I think RuFF
yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
He is a dead meching Terran.
Now, RuFF isn't one to GG quickly, though. So
He's not. He's going to still fight with his strong mech units here. But losing those bases was massive.
yeah, he has this base in the bottom left, but he's down to 22 workers. He's engaging this army. He is unloading the Thors underneath the Zerg. Neural Parasite's going down, but the Infestors are getting focused. RuFF is just a madman.
The mass repair with his 0 gas.
Yes, the repair is now over. And I'm pretty sure all of his SCVs are hugging these Thors. That's 22 he has. That's a good chunk of them right there. RuFF is going to try and push across the map. He's going to give it the good old college try, but there's Broodlords, there's more Hydras on the way. Unless the Zerg player makes a major boo-boo, it is going to be pretty tough for RuFF to take this game, I think. But I mean, the Thors are getting on top of the Broodlords. In what reality does RuFF win this game?
There isn't one. Like, I appreciate what is happening here.
Gets one shot off. The Thors are pretty good.
They are, and they've got good upgrades.
The Zerg player is actually having a bit of a dicey experience right now. RuFF has 4 Thors. All it takes is 4 Neurals, but there's none of that. The Swarm Hosts are burrowed, head in the sand style. RuFF just... he's got more Thors on the left. He's trading out with the Hydras as they rally out poorly.
Yeah, ETpwnHome went from having a pretty decent army. Oh gosh, the Swarm Host, though.
Oh, run, Thors, run! Thors can't run, they're too slow. That is actually really, really good. That was like everything for RuFF.
Oh, and these Thors are going down. Yeah, it's a good effort.
It was a great effort. But GG gets called. ETpwnHome. Probably sweating.
I bet he's sweating a lot. Takes down RuFF. Does much better this time playing against RuFF's style. Game 1, he looked entirely lost, but he ends up winning game 2. And a 23-minute long macro game against RuFF. And again, key here is killing them ghosts. You kill them ghosts, you're going to have a good time.
Indeed.
AMT in chat asks where Jimbo is. He was here earlier. He was playing against Puck, but you missed him.
Yes, he did not survive.
He did not. He played one really memey game against Puck, where Puck went for the new Void Rays with speed, which was a ton of fun.
that was a meme.
And this is a good time to remind you that the VODs here do get uploaded to LaughNgamez YouTube channel.
Yes.
So if you missed something, by all means, go subscribe to him on YouTube. Check this stuff out.
And Falcon Paladin, too. He's been doing the YouTube grind a lot longer than I.
It's true, but I will not have that game. So if you want to see Jim Rising in a meme game against Puck, that's where you need to go.
All
So
right.
we're going to be back on Triton for game number 3 here. Thanks to everybody who has used the Matrabino code AW47 at the link above to contribute to the prize pool absolutely free of charge to themselves. You too can do it. We've got tons of coupons. Keep adding to that prize pool. Let the players know they're loved by the StarCraft community, and they'll come back and do more of these events with us.
All right, let's take a look here. RuFF is going to take on ETpwnHome in a tied series. Here we are.
Kind of game 3 in every series today.
It's RuFF. We have. I work
Sorry,
early
stepped on that a little
tomorrow,
bit.
so I might regret it in the morning, but away she goes.
Yeah, and in the bottom right, it's ETpwnHome.
I really like how RuFF does the low ground wall off. It's one of my favorite things.
It's pretty handy, especially if you're going for battle cruisers.
Future and Puck demonstrated that 2-base Terran all-ins 50 games in a row can win 35 out of 50 games. Well, that's pretty good. I like them odds. I would like to cast a best of 69 someday.
It does sound like a thing.
I think there's been like 4. The original was the Bunny Snoot one, I think. Then there was Jon Snow, Peely Peely. No Future Puck. And I think there was one more. Top and someone, I want to say. Top and Parting. Yes. Why I know that off the top of my head? All the StarCraft 2 best of 69s, don't ask me. Ghost Academy on the wall. Ref just says, right, Ghost right out the gate.
Not worried about that getting torn down at all, huh?
No, and it looks like he's building a factory right after, so yeah. RuFF is kind of magical in the sense that he can just delay his CC like an inordinate amount. And then just be fine economically.
Mm-hmm. Totally fine.
Some magic power that he has.
The power of believing in mech.
Mm-hmm. Or having a ghost that just wanders across the map right out the gate. Because that's what he's doing. Probably looking for an overlord or a queen. The madman. Does he snipe it? He's probably going to try and shoot it, then snipe it. Gets it. Wait, Ghost have 2 snipes by that point? Holy cow.
It's pretty good.
Wow. That is awesome. Not of your ETpwnHome, but I didn't even know. How much does a snipe again? 50. Alright. Well, apparently we build a ghost, walk it across the map. First thing, it'll have 100 energy.
Done. You should use ghosts more, obviously. Enough of this battlecruiser shenanigan.
Yeah, but BCs have so much HP. Like,
It's true.
If I poorly micro them, there's a lot of forgiveness.
Yes.
Siege tank on the way. So RuFF likes this style. This is how he plays, apparently. Just gonna turtle on up again. Another ghost on the... Oh, a medivac! Yay! Ghost drops.
Woohoo!
My favorite.
Let's add some mobility to these ghosts, yo.
It's one of the greatest things ever. The ghosts just unload, lings come in, and the ghosts just slaughter them. Queens get sniped, pop pop. Roaches get sniped, pop pop. Everything gets sniped. And away we go. This is what I wanted to see.
This is where ETpwnHome learns that RuFF doesn't always just sit back and do nothing 20 minutes of the game.
Oop, not what I meant to press.
Ah, come back. Oh, it got boosted.
Away it goes. Dun dun. These 4 queens, 4 ghosts. Let's see it. Bing bang boom. Are you ready? ETpwnHome quickly changes his mind. He's like, uh-oh.
Rest in peace, ghost. Queen Arenos.
Forgive me, as I accidentally turned off the army supply, and I'm not sure how I did that. Alright, RuFF is just dropping these things all over. Oh, he picks up the injured ghost. GG, what? What?
He was up 68 to 34 workers.
But he had nothing. He had no
fair.
units. Okay.
RuFF wasn't doing great either.
RuFF takes it.
Premature GG.
Alright, GG.
Premature.